Hi, my name is Helen Williams. I'm a hospital school teacher, currently working at Harley Street with children with different types of cancer. My story is called Brave as a Lion, and it's about a boy called Abdul Rahman, who at the age of 3 was showing symptoms of visual loss, and then was brought over to the UK to have an assessment, and they decided that he actually had a very rare form of cancer called retinoblastoma. So initially, Abdul Rahman was treated at Great Ormond Street Hospital and made well, and has had vision loss. A few years on, he has relapsed and come back, this time to Harley Street. So he has been my student. He's a child that is here with his family. He's a child that is actually really hard to engage. A lovely boy, but very controlling and has some behaviour difficulties. So everything is on his terms. He has little interest in education, but a real interest in visual impairment and particular interest in guide dogs. So as part of our topic, Amazing Animals, this term, I contacted Dave and Chad. Well, Dave works for the Guide Dogs for the Blind. He is a man who has a visual impairment himself and has a good wide knowledge of children from overseas. So he has visited the United Arab Emirates and Qatar and Doha, which is where Abdul Rahman is from. So Dave, after lots of working out health and safety concerns, Dave finally visited us at the hospital school based at Harley Street, and we had a lovely afternoon where he met Abdul Rahman and his family, and we went from seeing a child who was hard to engage and quite controlling to a boy who absolutely fell in love with Chad, the guide dog, and Dave. And what ensued really was a sharing of stories, lots of questions answered, so a nice topic for Abdul Rahman and his family to learn about guide dogs. And a really inspiring moment when Abdul Rahman's mum revealed that he wouldn't use his stick back at home in Doha because of the comments he might get from people in the community, and Dave said, "You have to be brave as a lion. Be brave as a lion. You should live your life to the fullest and use your stick." So Abdul Rahman was recently discharged, and he went back to Doha with this story, with a toy soft guide dog, and armed with this idea that he was going to go home and be brave as a lion. So just an inspiring story really about how education can change lives. That intervention changed a life, and we engaged a child that is hard to engage with the help of the Guide Dogs for the Blind charity, based around the work that we're doing here at the hospital school. So thank you very much.